tied the museum's anniversary celebration to its current exhibition. For the next several months, ACM is presenting Word, Shout, Song, Lorenzo Dow Turner, Connecting Communities Through Language. Through this exhibition, you will see how this extraordinary scholar expanded his research to trace common threads of language, their origins, and oral traditions and cultural traditions that transcended geography and circumstance across 3 continents. His research helped validate and verify the connection of people in this country to their ancestry and influence of African languages. No small feat, since everyone doubted his research was based on anything factual. Today, Dr. Turner's work stands as the seminal work for this type of research on African linguistics in the Americas. Today's keynote speaker, Queen Quet, is not only a descendant and caretaker of Gullah Geechee history and culture, she's an example of living history, valuing, preserving, protecting, and furthering the culture of the State Islands and helping create a new legacy for her people. I can only imagine that if both were together on this earth, occupying the same time and space, that Lorenzo Dow Turner and Queen Quet would have spent many hours talking.
It is my great pleasure now to introduce our keynote speaker for our luncheon, Marquetta Goodwine, also known as Queen Quet. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about her. She is a native of St. Helena Island, South Carolina. She's a dedicated activist, author, preservationist, and performer. In 1996, she founded the Gullah Geechee Sea Island Coalition, an organization dedicated to the preservation of Gullah culture, identity, and land resources. She is also an expert commissioner from South Carolina for the Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Corridor, which is one of 40 congressionally designated national heritage sites in our country. She serves as an outspoken advocate of the Gullah Geechee community and as a liaison to the media, local and national governments, and various private institutions. She's a member of the International Human Rights Association of American Minorities and has spoken on behalf of the Gullah Geechee community before the United Nations Commission on Human Rights. Would you please stand and help me welcome Queen Quet, Chieftess of the Gullah Geechee Nation, our keynote speaker.
This your honey, oh, this your honey, crying, Lord, Lord, give me more time for crying. I've been this your storm so long. This your day. I never yet my way. Other as a people. A cow that can know who you are. Can know who you are. Y'all. Let me take a day. What you call it Geechee. And then I can't get you. See, it's your day. No. So we just still there. For the Geechee. Free. See, right now down. Then I think so they can still be my over there. I think run me and sword your thing. But ain't no such a thing because man can't cost. Oh God, run bless. So you see, it's still there. Still a cow. All around the world. We don't know who you are. Even though that you're throwing away. So this your day. And until I have a careful journey with who made a difference on the sea. So plenty of time when Hunter claimed in, and I want to yell people to crack it deep like that issue. And I'm not going to yell that thing. Dog. Because of what the other rest of children, a team would be. Because then I'll stand. So Hunter get there and did it one hour and did it. Hunter might get it and just simply talk to you like this. And one of the reasons that you will hear a lot of our people today that are in the Gullah Geechee Nation, from Jacksonville, North Carolina, to Jacksonville, Florida, on the Sea Islands, and 30 to 35 miles inland to the St. Johns River, only speak this way, is because for so long, when we talk like this, they would say that the crack it to them. So when people did not have, when I pray that you came today to get understanding of who we truly are and who God blessed us to be, then they said, get rid of who you are. Don't speak that way. You will never get anywhere in the world doing that. Well, not only have we gotten all around the world, but it is because this your talk, the deal around the world, please, and things like that we don't know who we are. And we know what we family today, no matter where it is. We're in South America, in the motherland, if it did right, y'all, in D.C. We don't know each other, we family. And so, when I come before you today for such an occasion as this, I would be remiss if I didn't give you our story. And so I have to start you off in a more recent time, in 1996, when I founded the Gullah Geechee Sea Island Coalition. There was no existence of any organization, any website, any group that had Gullah/Geechee together in a name. The internet was new. I'm a computer scientist, so I can tell you, I know the story of computers being as big as this building, to now you carrying them in your purses, and so pockets, and so forth. And so at that time, if you were to begin on the internet searching for Gullah Geechee, you might have gotten 10 hits. And the word Gullah would be alone. The word Geechee would be alone. So when the Gullah Geechee Sea Island Coalition put up their website, our slogan came to me from my ancestors. They woke me in the middle of the night and spoke to me and said, "Hana must take care of the root for heal the tree." And so it pained me when recently an article came out and said that was a Gullah proverb, not that it was something that had been birthed with the birth of the Gullah Geechee Sea Island Coalition. And I bring you to that because just like with our language, for so long, people stripped it of its origin. And so then they devalued it. And it's important to know from whence something comes in order to know where you're going. That's why my elders always said, if one ain't know where Hunter did from, Hunter ain't going to know where Hunter blind. And in a simple word, Sankofa, go back and fetch it. But when we start to talk about the roots, anyone knows that the Gullah Geechee Nation is in a hurricane zone. So we know that the trees that can withstand the storm are not those with their roots apparent on the top of the soil. They are those that are like lignum vitae, that the roots go deep and you can never figure out just how far down they are. But trust me, they did it. Because those roots take us back throughout what we now call the African diaspora.